All right. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I hope you are ready for another training this week. How has your week been so far? Today, I'm going a little ethnic. I'm wearing a shirt that I had on one of our mission trips to Ghana, West Africa. And so today, I feel like putting that on. Wish you can see the whole of it there. Okay, so we're going to get right into it for today. We have some information we'd like to share with you in regards to how you can write and publish your books and make money from them. So today we're talking about basically how to monetize a book, different strategies that you can use to monetize your books. My name is Chance, US Navy veteran. I'm the best-selling author of 13 books so far, 6 online courses and counting. And so we want to share with you what we have learned. This is our weekly strategic secrets. This is where we gather together as a community, as well as Monetize Your Skills Academy for those enrolled in that course. This is part of your ongoing training and development. If this is your first time, do us a favor. Like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube, wherever you see our content, go to strategicsecrets.com, sign up for our weekly webinars so you can be notified. We do these webinars every single Thursday at 5 p.m. Central. So I hope that you will join us consistently for these so we can all grow together. What do we do here? Our main focus is to help professionals, entrepreneurs, and ministry leaders to be able to monetize their skills. That means to create products, programs, and services online using primarily three things: their education, expertise, or experiences. We show you how to take those again and wrap them into products, programs, or services that you can deliver with the power of the internet. Okay, so if that fits you, you are in the right place. If not, you can always learn something here. We share different strategies to uplevel your life, career, or business and ministry. Okay, so let's delve right into it. Today, we are talking about how to monetize a book or how to monetize your books. If you have not yet published your books, we do have programs on that. We can help you. We have workbooks, we have a book, we have a course, and so anything that you need. Plus, we can coach you as well on making that a reality. Now, actually, we just published one of our clients' books today, which is available, and so we always helping folks. So this, some of my books are all back here, right? I got again 13 books that I've published. I've helped numerous people publish, but included my own household. My wife is a published author. My son has published his book, and my mother has also published a book as well. And so we help other people, but also when you know you can help your own kin folks, you know you're doing something. So these are just some of my books right here that I'm going to share with you. Of course, the one that you probably know and have come to know us with is Monetize Your Skills. Then we have, based on our business name, Strategic Secrets. And then this one was one we did, I think, was it last year or year before? This is our vision journal. So we have different types of works. Journaling has always been something big in my life. This is actually 2019. And so, yeah, we want to create different books, different products, and so forth. So I publish in several niches or genres. Primarily, okay, nonfiction is my main category, but what do I write about? I primarily write about spirituality, and secondarily, I write about anything related to business management, that type of a thing. But my main love and passion is dealing with the way that people are using their education, expertise, and experiences and using online or internet to be able to deliver those. So that's me in a nutshell there. Okay, so how can you monetize your books? Now let me share with you again. If you want a quick way, if you don't have a book, it's very easy. We share at least 8 9 different ways on how you can publish a book very fast. So for example, this is a journal, right? The journal is generally basic pages that people can just write their things. So journaling is one of the fastest books that you can also create. And so in the beginning, of course, here I got some stuff in my table of contents. I do give people not just a whole bunch of blank pages only, but I give you some ideas on what to write about, and it's just some basic information in the beginning. So this has let's say about 26 pages. The first 26 pages are stuff that one can read and get strategies on. For example, strategies to reach your goal. Give an exercise of developing your top 100 life goals. 7 steps to achieve any goal, questions about journaling, 7 things to journal about, etc. So All these are, by the way, available on our website. And then all the rest pages are dedicated for you to just chronicle your dreams, your goals, revelation, inspiration, ideas, whatever have you. So this is one way that you can leverage. So you can publish different types of books. That's one thing, right? And different versions of the same book. So again, if you have expertise in multiple areas, easier for you to write a book. But again, my books are available in ebooks. You have some books that are available, of course, print books, hardcover. So you see, so this one book can be just like just like it is. This is a hardcover, soft cover, as well as an audiobook and an ebook. Sorry, there. So that's one simple way. So if this book, for example, in the soft cover, this book is about $14.95. Hardcover is $25, $24.95, right? So that increased already your value. And then you have the audiobook that goes along with it, which is about $19.95 or so. Okay, or $12.95, $19.95, one of those. So there we go. So we have one book, multiple products out of the one book: soft cover, ebook, hardcover, audiobook. So I have four books in one. Then people can train on these. These also blog posts. So you can have content which you can leverage in different things. If someone wanted me to speak or teach about something, I can easily pull several chapters out of this or topics from this book as well and speak on that. So your book can be just that again. It is your speaking tool. It is your framework. It is your coaching tool, everything that you need to do. You can do consulting. So this one here now is amazing too. So this is Monetize Your Skills, which is softcover book. It's available in ebook, right? Then it's also available in a hardcover, which I have on my bookshelf. Then it's also an online course. Then we do coaching and speaking on this. 6 different things in this one book, right? I need 7. I love 7. So what else do I have? Let me check again. So let's go. Well, it also grows my email list, so that's something that's helpful there. And and some we do have created some blog posts there and some infographics and things like that. So, but the basics. Let's review. Product number 1, we have it as a soft cover. We have it as a hardcover. We have it as an ebook. We have it as an online course. It is a coaching program that people can gain access to. It is something where we speak about. We get invitations to speak, share this at universities, at networking conferences, etc. And we can also, of course, do training, our own seminars, webinars, etc. So multiple things you can do with one book. So that's how you make money. Sell the book, sell it in different versions, sell more of it, you make more money, right? Thing is, of course, like I said, each of those are what we call an escalating scaling model, right? Like you, as product suite, integrated product suite, like you go to the store, or you go to, let's say you go to one of the fast food restaurants, you go in there to get some fries, they upsell you to the next thing, and then the next thing, etc. You go into a gas station, the same thing. You only getting gas, but then you leave in there with some chips and all these other things, right? So that's the kind of idea here. So again, the ebook is the cheapest, right? So that's the simplest. So this ebook for this is about $7.95. Soft cover is $14.95. Hardcover is $25. The online course is what, $4.97. Coaching runs between I think $14.97 to $24.97. Then you have consulting, which is again a couple $1,000s. People can speak, invite you to speak. When I get invitation to speak, it depends to whom I'm speaking or for what organization. Sometimes if it's a nonprofit, I speak for free, and then the revenue that's generated from there becomes a donation to the organization. So we did that for one of the nonprofits that I serve on the board for, and that's really a creative way as well of sharing your gifts and talents. So and then not only that, but sometimes I also speak for free at local networking conference and events, and then from that you get customers and clients into your business, into your coaching program, into your online course, etc. So it all depends. So you can speak for free, of course, right? And then it all depends. So again, if you're invited to speak, what is your speaking fee? Generally, you charge as little as $2,500. Some people, depending on your caliber, you can charge 10,000, 25,000 and up. Okay, so but nonetheless, you can see where that goes. So for me, for example, like I said, if I'm invited a place for free, or we say it's free, right? But I know, let's say I'm charging $10,000. So if I go there and I know that I can get, let's say, if I was coaching for $1,000, for example, then that speaking engagement, I try to enroll 10 people into my speaking program, and then there you go, you got your fee still. So you have to be creative with it. You have to be creative. Other things that you can do include where you can sell basic things. You can develop t-shirts or merch, right? So like for monetize your skills, this also, we do have t-shirts. I forgot about that, right? So I should have them in a box somewhere around here. But people can also order t-shirts that goes along with that, right? Monetize your skills. When people graduate from the course, we also give them the opportunity to get a t-shirt to celebrate as well. So that can be one of the things you do. And then you can go on places like Etsy. Again, you can create a journal. I can make a journal, which maybe someday we'll do. I can make a journal that goes along with this. One of the books I have over here, down here, let's go right, voila, right? Prayers that move heaven, and I think it's up there somewhere. I think somewhere there. So prayers that move heaven is another book that we right now in the process of creating a journal to go along with it. We're gonna say it's a prayer and gratitude journal, so two in one. And so that's another thing, right? So you get them as a companion. And then the audiobooks, creating audiobooks are fairly inexpensive, depending, of course, who you have to do your voice over. So that's another package that you can put together right there, right? You sell the audiobooks, or again, people like multiple learning modalities, right? They want to be able to hear it, see it, feel it, touch it, etc. And so if you are able to create different genres or different products from the same thing, then you will be indeed in a great position to help people to monetize. I mean, to help yourself to be monetized even further. But also, I think you're adding tremendous value to individuals. For me, for example, I have a lot of audiobooks. Okay? I mean, ebooks. I like buying a lot of ebooks, but I don't read them all. I more read actually the physical books. Okay, I more read the physical books. So generally, I would just get both because the ebooks is generally cheap. So I just, as I'm getting that stuff, I just get the print version and vice versa. But I like the print books for me personally still, even though I do love online stuff. But I like to highlight, write up, dog ears, all of those type of stuff, right? So a lot of my books, I have them like that, dog ears and so forth. Let's see if there's one that okay. Yeah, like even right here, here's one that I'm currently reading, and you can see it's a lot of dog ears on there, right? And you can see even here as well, underline, highlight, little notes. So that's kind of how I like to read my books. Okay, it's another one over here. Got even a bookmark here, and obviously you see the highlight there. All these pages are dog eared, right? Underline writings. There we go. That's how I like to read my books. Okay, so nonetheless, I hope that even those basic ideas can help you to see the power and potential of your book being able to help you to grow a business, side hustle, whatever you want to call it, or even a ministry. This is one way that a ministry can generate extra revenue. As well as by creating products, programs, and services. And there you go, right there on my bookshelf as well. You can find that there are quite a few. There's a DVD, which DVDs are going out of style now, right? So, but I'm saying MP4 files, video files, streaming. You can put all of that online now instead of getting CDs, which I have several CDs right here in my credenza here. So we have some CDs that you listen to, but at the same time now all of that is in MP3 or streaming somewhere online as well. Audible books is the same thing. Got quite a few Audible books. I have what you call the Alexa over there that reads my books to me sometimes. So obviously, those people who I bought all these books from are making money, and I invest heavily into a whole lot of different programs. So, and for me again, I like to have multiple touches. So sometimes, this book that I just showed you, by the way, were two books that are related to a course that I'm actually taking, right? And they have a workbook. So that's have I spoken about workbooks? So this is a workbook that goes along with what I'm doing. See, I gotta do my own handwriting and stuff like that. Okay, so that's another thing you can create a workbook, right? So a workbook. So you see, from that one thing can come all this stuff. One product, you can have multiple versions of that product. And then now you can package them together for a larger price. Or let's just say you charge a higher price, but include all of the, cheaper, smaller items. So, for example, if you're coaching, you can have one coaching package. Let's say the coaching package is $24.95, but in there you automatically gonna they don't have to pay extra. You give them the workbook, you give them the audio book, you give them the DVD or stream it online or whatever the case may be. Every version of the book, you give it to them, and you can also give a T-shirt as well. But I would give that more as a gift, whether for enrolling or for completion, something like that, as an incentive. Even little things like that people value. Okay, so what else can we do? What else can we do? Well, blogging. You can take the content from your book. Each chapter can become a blog post, for example, or several blog posts. When people come to read your content, you have other things on there for sale. So, as affiliate programs, you can use your book to grow your email list. This right here, this book right here, grows my email list more than anything else I have going right now, because almost every day I have people still signing up and registering just to get a free download, whether it's of a chapter or a free free version of this, and then they get I sell them the full package. So those are some of the creative ways. But again, when you grow your email list, and this is growing my email list to the tune of thousands. This one simple book, right? So again, I just offer a download. Hey, do you? And I give people more of an overview. I think it's like 18 pages or something like that. Doesn't even have to be. I have another tool which is an infographic that I create that people can download as well in exchange for the email. Now, an infographic is something that you can also sell. You can put these things as on Etsy, right? One pages, right? People make signs, people make all sorts of things to put on Etsy. So this book right here has an infographic, very beautiful, that gives you, different things that you can do to monetize your skills, different people to follow, and all that kind of business. And I can sell that on Etsy. I don't sell it right now, but I'm just showing you different ways you can do. So you can sell it on Etsy, on Gumroad, eJunkie. All of these are places where you can sell digital stuff. Then this book that I published last year, Pandemic Survival Secrets, that too also has an infographic that can be sold. Beautifully created infographic. So we took that and we just created like a framework and so forth, and things that people can do to thrive in the midst of pandemic, and also some physical things that they can do, natural things that they can do, and then voila, that can be for sale as well. As a matter of fact, we're going to put that up on Etsy as well. Again, just to show you, right? Folks buy these things. For that too, right? That is a book, but that's also an online course, right? I can even take the audio out of the online course and make an audio book out of it if I so choose to, but I'm probably not going to do that, right? But I'm just showing you multiple ways, my friends, multiple ways, okay? So think about it. You can hold a retreat or workshop, right? I can put a retreat or workshop together. I can teach people whether it's in one day, several hours, or a weekend, which is probably better, so they can, get immersion experience and, a few days to digest the content. Or some people even do 3 or 4 days and 5 days workshop, right? I've gone to 5-day workshop before to the tune of $12,000, right? But for me, at this time, I would probably prefer to do no more than a 3-day weekend kind of a thing for any workshop, because there's so many things to do, right? But that's another thing. That's what I'm saying. Imagine what would people pay to sit down with me and maybe some other coaches for a weekend that I can teach them how to monetize their skills, how to actually come up with an idea, find an audience, actually create the product, and probably by Monday having it up for sale or something ready to go for sale by Monday. That is the power. And then, depends on where we are meeting too as well, right? If we're meeting in a fancy place, you can charge 10,000, you can charge $12,000, you can charge whatever you want to charge. You just know what your value is, right? Something like this, if I did this for a weekend, it would probably be no less than $2,400. So, $2,400, I always feel is a good starting point when it comes to speaking for those type of genres or niches, right? Because people value the information. Okay, so there we go. What are the best ways for me to monetize the skill? What I recommend is, okay, there's so many ways. Okay, I don't like to sell a lot of items in the sense of small items, right? I don't like to sell a whole lot of physical books by themselves. Now, that is something that you can do. I like to sell few higher priced items, right? Because of my time and my just the way I like to operate. I feel better rendering service to people who pay me good amount of money. It makes me feel good and it helps me to perform to my highest level because I don't like to haggle over little prices here and so many different transactions in the sense, right? Now, those are good if you have a major business or something like that. But for me who runs like, lifestyle type of a business and want to work with only key successful people, professionals, entrepreneurs, ministry leaders. That's who I love to talk to because I find professionals, entrepreneurs, ministry leaders are executors. They do things. I don't have time to waste chasing around, not getting stuff done. I want to work with people who are high caliber because they are achievers already. I'm just helping them to bridge the gap, taking what they already are good at and making it happen, right? Because when you give them exercise, if you're coaching or consulting with them, they implement. I love to see results just the same, whether it's my own or others, but especially for other people, because I know I've been through that myself. You bought into so many programs, you don't execute, you don't implement, and people say the stuff doesn't work. No, it's not that the stuff doesn't work. People don't do the work. And that's why you do charge them because they're not going to waste your time. If they do, then let them part with their money. And so that's not a problem depending on your style. But I just don't want people to part with their money. I really and truly want them to get results, especially the fact that your stuff works, right? I want them to be happy with the results because I get excited by the results and I love to see things created. I like to see it's a beautiful thing to me that you can have nothing, but then voila, there comes something. Right? There's something about that. A book, even simple. That's why I love creating books. Like, here are thoughts and ideas. No one can see them, but then you organize that thoughts, those ideas, those words. You bring them together on paper, on a document. Then you take that document and now you put it into a tangible physical thing. Now people can see what you were thinking. Now people can relate to the ideas and concepts. And not only that, but this book can outlive you, outlast you, right? This book can go where you cannot go, stay where you cannot stay. That is the kind of powerful things that we are talking about. So I recommend for business owners. Now, if you're a regular person, most authors or people when they write books, they don't think about actually the sales and marketing or business side of it. They just want to write a book, which is okay. You want to do passion. My first several books were just that. They were just passion projects, right? But again, as I caught the writing bug and want to create more books, I realized that, hey, I can want to write more books all I want, but I got to pay for those things, right? All those services, I got to get everything done and paid for. So I needed to start thinking seriously about what we're going to do concerning, revenue generation. And so that's where I learned quite a bit, and I'm now implementing that stuff. And then you develop your own stuff that works for you. So if you are a regular author or you're not into business or anything like that, of course produce your books, but even still try to get it sold to as many people as possible. And the publisher is not responsible for selling your book unless you pay them. They don't publish, they don't just go out there and sell all your books. Publishers have marketing packages as well. When you publish a book, it's just that, is to publish, is to create it, is to bring it to life and have it available for distribution in marketplaces. That's the extent when someone say publishing. Now, publishing and marketing is a different thing, because now these are people where that's why they charge a lot of money, because sometimes, if especially if it's way over five, 10,000 plus dollars, then you can have some of those marketing built in. But most of the times, it is simply publishing is to create the book, they manage the project, they do all of those kind of things for you and whatnot, get it edited. But every book has to go through that. Now, after the book is published, to me, that's when the real deal happens, right? So you can be a writer if you want to, then you can be an author, then you can be a published author, but you can also be a best-selling author. There's a difference. I'd rather be a best-selling author than simply even just a good or great author, right? Because at least you're selling, and then with that, I can create more. So that's the idea behind selling more. So we've had people who followed our guidance, and we give people all the strategies. It all, because different people are different, right? Some people who have big followings, right, are influencers, they can sell a ton load of books, and so that's a good thing for them. So the idea there again is use all the available toolkits that are out there, sell it in multiple locations, go and accept speaking engagements, sell them at the seminars, webinars, etc. You know, speak at workshop, nonprofits, churches, wherever you can speak, wherever you can be visible, get on podcasts, etc., and then sell your book. Now, here's the best model that I recommend and that I personally use and that I think is most effective, especially for those of you who wanted more time freedom, not just financial freedom, but time freedom, location freedom. I recommend this. This is what works for me based on my lifestyle and where I'm at right now. I again focus on, if I can distribute my books widely, even for free, to people so that they can work with me or get access to my other things, to go in depth. Because again, most people won't even read a book, right? We try and even truncate this book and probably make it half of what it is right now, so folks don't get through everything nor do they implement. But I want people to, when they read this book, I want people to get the course, because instead of selling this book, I rather sell the course, because the course is $497. Which, with if people get that, I can give them the book, right? Because that's part of it. Okay, so and it to me it's the same amount of work, right? It's the same amount of work. So if someone buys the course, by default, you can get the book. If they want me to coach them or train them on how to actually do what is said in the book or the course, then that's an extra fee, right? So, or speaking as well. Speaking is good too. I love that because people are energized, and not only that, but you can make so much in just 1 hour or however long they have you to speak. But it's generally, you do a couple hours, and after that you realize, hey man, you make so much, because there some are going to buy the book, some are getting to your courses, some are going to get into your coaching or consulting programs, etc., etc. Not only that, but you can even forge partnerships with other people. So that's the strategy that works for me, and that's the one I recommend, right? Use your book to upsell your more expensive programs, not just to sell people things, but because you can help them get more results. The average person truly does not implement. The average person truly does not take action, right? They want something to scratch the itch. So they think, okay, the book will do it for me. So they purchase the book, which is good. That enters them into, okay, exploring at least. But when I find again, the next higher level than that will be taking a course now, because they want to immerse themselves and maybe gain some expertise rather than just casual reading. Some people don't even read the whole book. I'm guilty of that sometimes. I look at I know what the book is about. So sometimes I too also look at the table of contents, and then I will go in and read those specific chapters that I need to hone in on. Later on, if I got time, I might go back. If it's an audiobook, then yeah, I can get through the whole book easy, right? But then afterwards, even I can play just those parts that are relevant to me. So I know that if they take my course, the chances of their results and gaining the success will happen greater than if they just read a book. Then if I coach them for certainty, if they do what I say, I know 100% of the time, they're generally going to get the results. Why? Because I know the system, I follow the system, and I can help them if they take action. They have to be willing. That's why, again, I have found that people who are professionals are already action takers. If you're an entrepreneur, you're already an action taker. And people who are ministry leaders are generally action takers as well. Though I think the professional and the entrepreneur are the most, driven when it comes to taking action. But that's really it, because I know here is the system, how it has consistently worked. It is working for so many other people. If you take the action, you should get the results. And when they get the results now, I'm happy because they paid me. They're happy because they got the results, and the people that they're serving now are happy. That's the trifecta effect, which now means that I even have an indirect impact on the individuals that they're impacting. Because if I help you create a book and that book's get read by several people, then indirectly I had an impact through you as well. If I help you create an online business, that business does well, indirectly I've helped many other people benefit from whatever product, program, or service you are offering. See how that goes? So that's why I like this model better, because it does help me to create and make a lasting impact through directly the person that I'm working with, but indirectly also to the person they touch as a result of whatever they created from my being involved in their life, right? So that's why I love that better. So it's a win-win-win all around. And so for me, again, reading a book, don't get me wrong, that's general. I tell people, write a book first, because your book becomes, again, that's the tool to bring them into your world, to educate them, to know if they want to work with you. So that's another way of sifting them out. Hey, have you gone through the book? Because if you go into the book, then you get an idea what the training or course is all about, or coaching is all about, right? But also, it is a tool. This is my business card, right? If I'm using it, generally I use it as a business card, because again, it helps people to connect with you for the other things. And so those again are what I would suggest as key strategies. So let's recap. What are some of the ways that you can monetize a book? Many. Okay, so many we can't even cover them all in just this time, but let's just go through a few of them. One is get a book written. Okay, sell the book itself, create multiple versions of that book. Okay, when I say create multiple versions, so now we're looking at you can have an ebook, have a print, have it in, so that's, I'm going to keep to that, have it in a print version, have it in a what this print means, soft cover, hardcover version, have it in an audio book if you can, depending on what it is. Create a workbook that goes along with it. Okay, what else we're going to be able to do? So we have audiobook, we have hardcover, we have soft cover, we have workbook. Speak on there. Okay, so as a speaker, as a coach or consultant, I put those two together. I wouldn't create one extra, but you can also do both. You can coach and consult for businesses. And then we also look at, you can do seminars or workshops based on that. Okay, you can now also create merch that goes along with it, t-shirts, different paraphernalias, accessories, different things like that. You can create a certification program, right? A lot of people are doing that now. And generally they charge 10,000, 12,000 more for that. So you certify, like for example, I can certify people now to teach this, give them access to this, like rights and stuff like that. They can now start their own stuff, where now you use my proprietary stuff, my strategy, and I help you. You do the same thing I do. So you take this, you now offer this as a book, you bring in leads, you're able to now help people with a course, coach them. You can do consulting using the scripts, etc. that I have. So that's another one. So that's 11. So we're over 10. That's 11. Right? And then movies, right? We haven't even talked about that. Are you realizing that the majority of all movies are written from are created from books, right? So there's a lot of books. Look, I mean, even all the superheroes movies, technically speaking, right? They got them from comic books. But I'm talking about regular stories, most movies are from books, right? General books. And so you want to think of that. Those are long term. Those are some creative ways. Imagine if your book should become a movie or documentary or something like that. You can do a docu-series. And next, you can use your book also So we have again movies. You can do. Let's give another one. You can use a book now for repurposing in the sense of online content. So we can take the book and create blog posts. We can create vlogs out of it. We can now, because those are actually money makers, because what happens is as you write the blog post, you're bringing traffic, bringing people, bringing readers who are interested in your content. And then because your website hosts your other things now, they'll be able to buy or get into other things, or you can recommend other people's products like affiliate marketing, stuff like that, right? Joint venture propositions, et cetera, et cetera. So those are some of the most powerful ways that you can do. I recommend that you try to add, if you're not there yet, try to add at least a few high selling um, items, high ticket items to your repertoire. So again, no matter what you write about, people can pay you to come and speak or to train, right? People love to hear you speak on different things, right? If you have any book, you can go, even if it's a nonprofit or religious, right? You can go and be invited to speak on different things. I mean, I get it. I have spoken at religious places, churches, etc., on my book, How to Claim the Certainty of God's Promises, and on prayer, right? Because that is an online course as well, you see. So the book is a course. The book is many different things. So I can go speak, I can train, I can have weekend workshops or 1 week programs, 1 week seminars, etc. It all depends on what you want to do and the lifestyle that you are looking at. But you are not limited. You are not limited by one way in order to make money from your books. Obviously, there are so many ways. We just went through at least 12 of them. So there we go. I hope that helped you. That's all I'm going to share on today. Now, how can we help you? I'm going to let you know. If we can help you, go to strategicsecrets.com. Look at some of the things that we have there. We have books, we have courses, and also we can help you to do these things as well. We offer marketing, we offer stuff on helping you to produce your own course or your own book and so forth. So check it out, strategicsecrets.com. You can sign up for free webinars every Thursday, 5 p.m. Central. We do these webinars and workshops to help you to create and to monetize. So that's the best way to follow us. And again, get a journal so you can start writing your chronicling your dreams, your goals, your revelation, etc. If you want to monetize your skills, that's what we offer about. We show you a 7-step framework for taking your education, expertise, and experiences so that you can be able to create products, programs, and services online so you can be a blessing. You can fund your dreams, you can sustain your mission, your message, or your cause. Lastly, Strategic Secrets. We have several other books. These are just 3 that I had pulled off the shelf there. So we have Strategic Secrets, which is a book that gives you principles for having success and greatness in every area of your life. Go ahead and check it out. It's available in softcover, hardcover, and also we have an ebook. Certainly, if you love learning in any one of those modalities, that book is available to you. We'd love to coach with you, but if you do coach with you, go on our website. There is a form there. Check our contact form and fill out the strategy session there. And we'd love to actually have a 30-minute strategy session with you and see if we are a good fit to work together. Okay. God bless you. I will see you on next week. Take care. Bye-bye.